Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego. And yesterday, during the surprise live stream, you asked me to come back today at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. And here I am back with you guys at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. And Karina is, like myself, waiting for our K1 visa to get adjudicated. We're basically just waiting for the U.S. Embassy to contact us from Bogota, Colombia. We're at the ready status, so we're ready, and we're ready, and we're still ready. But that's good news, and hopefully you guys are ready and still and wait and wherever you are in the K1 visa process, we're going to help you get over the hurdles. Isaac Madrano. Hey Diego, got my instructions to set up the appointment. Okay, good. Email to me, but we already scheduled the appointment. Is that a normal thing? No, that's fine. You're good. Don't worry about it. As long as you paid the fee, filled out the DS-160, sent it to immigration, printed the confirmation page, you're good. Michelle, hey Diego, when is your interview? I don't know. I have no idea. That's a good question. I'm in the ready status, so we're just waiting on the embassy in Bogota, Colombia, to email me with the instructions. So we're just waiting like you guys. Angel Tate, hi Diego. I was hoping you'd go live. Was better than being dead, right? Sharon Persekian, hi Diego. Hello, Sharon. HY, hi Diego. And Everly Anderson, good morning, Diego. What's going on, Everly? I promised you I'd be back, right? And I'm back with you guys, just like you asked me to. Beauty Bliss. Oh, wait a second. Tuan Benson. Hi, Diego. So happy you and Karina have the ready status. Well, thanks, Tuan. And I figure in about 2 weeks, about a week and a half, I'll get an email from the embassy in Bogota saying, okay, Diego, go ahead and process your visa interview. I'm just waiting on them. Just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, just like you guys. Okay? But it's okay. It's a process. Michelle, I'm excited for you. Michelle, thank you. HY, hi Diego. What's going on, HY? Beauty Bliss, hey Diego, got my visa approved. Will receive my passport by next week. Thanks a lot for your guidance throughout. Beauty Bliss, congratulations. And don't forget, you got to remind me what country. Everyone's interested in which country you guys are in, so that they can they can ask you questions if they're in the same country. So this channel helps you guys connect with each other to help each other. Hey Ja Elbin, hey Diego, did you get your welcome letter? If yes, how long did it take? Didn't get it, not yet. I'm not worried about the welcome letter at all. I'm just waiting on the embassy in Bogota to email me directions on what to do. But I know what to do. I already know the drill. Okay, I know the drill. But because I emailed them, they're going to email me back a link with directions, which makes it so much easier for me to process this visa. Farah Andikan, hey Diego, so happy for you and Karina. We miss watching you. Well, we're right here. I'll be with Karina probably this month, I think. The worst case scenario will be next month. And I figure I'll probably get the visa interview scheduled probably December, early January. That's what I think, because the embassy in Bogota is real busy. Let's see. Everly Anderson, appreciate your commitment. Well, we're here for you guys. We're not going to abandon you. When Karina gets here, we'll keep doing the live stream for you guys to help you and explain to you how to do this. It's not an easy process if you don't know what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing, it's not difficult, and I'm going to uncomplicate it for you guys. Now remember, they're processing November 2022 K1 visas. If you sent in your K1 visa and you have an NOA1 letter for 2022 in November, they've already processed 386 of them. So they're getting faster and faster at USCIS, and this is the service center in California. Let's see. Tuan Benson, I already paid for the visa for my fiance and son. So you paid separately, right? I'm waiting on letter packet from Vietnam consulate. Okay, you got this. Beauty Bliss, Mumbai from India. Yeah, India, beautiful India, the Taj Mahal. I want to see the Taj Mahal one day. I got to go see it. Tuan Benson, I emailed the consulate in Vietnam, request for directions, but no response yet. It's been 4 days. Give them a week, and then send another email. And print those emails. You got to keep a record of what you're doing. So that way, if immigration come back and say, well, you haven't contacted us. Well, yeah, I have. Here's my emails. Sharon, going back to Turkey at the end of the month. All right, Sharon, that'll be an excellent, fun trip. Good job. Have fun. Sleep on the plane. Let's see. Isaac Medrano, Isaac from Florida, and Julia from Brazil. Yeah, 53 days left for the interview. For her interview. You got this. Don't forget, in Brazil, you got to make sure her passport's got at least 8 months left of validity left on her passport for Brazil. You got to have 8 months or greater. Okay, and don't forget, you got to print that letter of singleness from the embassy in Rio de Janeiro and sign it in front of the embassy officer. You got to do that. Sharon, but they still haven't done with September or October. We're still waiting for September and October, and they're doing November. But that's okay. Sharon Persikian, high five. Thank you for that super chat, Sharon. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. That's Mountain Dew money for October. All right? We appreciate you supporting the channel like you do. But yeah, Sharon, they're still working on some from August, a few. Okay? But everybody's K1 visa is different. Okay? Everybody's K1 visa is different. So you got to relax. If somebody gets approved before you, like, my K1 visa was like this thick with 4 photo albums of stuff. It took them 13 months and 2 weeks or something like that to process my K1 visa and send me the NOA2 letter. I'm on my second K1 visa, guys. This is number 2. And the last K1 visa I will ever process. I will never process another K1 visa again. Okay? But I will continue with the live streams and the videos to help you guys. Let me see here. Lots of questions. Yeah, Sharon, then you're right. They're not done with September. Haja Elbin, I got my NOA 2 4 days ago. Okay. When I will get my welcome letter and schedule my interview in Morocco. Give them 2 to 3 months to get the welcome letter, okay? If you even get it. What you want to do is wait for the FTP1 email. And then it takes about 2 months to schedule the interview in Morocco. So you got another 3 or 4 or 5 months to go. But the time passes. And another thing that's happening is our good friends in the Philippines, everybody's going to their medical exam at St. Luke's Extension in Manila, and they're getting asked to do a sputum test. So I'm beginning to think here that everybody's going to be getting a sputum test. That's going to add a little bit more time to your wait for the K1 visa interview, because it's going to add time to your medical exam. So you've got to be patient, okay? Be patient. Let me see. Alda Otura. Hi, Diego. Do you have an idea about November? I started my November. I'm from Kenya, Nairobi. Yeah, I thought that's in East Africa. Yeah, that's in East Africa. They're processing visas now. They've processed 386 visas for November. So keep an eye on the mail. If you're a November K1 visa processor, look for your mail. Check your mail every day. Tessia Sweeney, you are so patient. You got to be. That's the secret to success in a K1 visa, is be patient. Just relax, jump in the inner tube, go down the Colorado River, look at the beautiful scenery, and wait your turn. Sharon Persekian, they skipped the whole September 14th. Well, they could have September, October. They're just knocking them out. So let's see what happens for September, folks. KGB, hey, KJB. Hey, Diego, do you know when they will start adjudicating February 2023? I would guess probably I would say the end of December, beginning of January 2024. Paya India. I tried to check my MVC case. Still, I didn't submit DS-160. Is it possible to check our case? Yeah, you can check it, but you keep checking and keep checking and keep checking. You're going to get a headache. Francois Livingston, New York, right? TGIF, Diego. Thank goodness it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Great news, Diego. Getting closer and closer every day. That's right. Every day is another day closer to getting your visa. Just hang in there, guys, okay? We're going to help you. And remember, if you're in the Philippines, be ready for a sputum test. You could be in the perfectly good health. You're a bodybuilder. You won Miss Philippines. And, you could still get a sputum test. Isaac Medrano, hope Karina gets here soon. Yeah, me too. That's a fact. Sharon says, I'm running out of patience. Don't do that, Sharon. Don't do that. Stay relaxed. You'll get it done. You'll be all right. James McLean. Hello, Diego. If my NOA1 letter is November 1st, how long will it hypothetically take to get my NOA2? Well, you should be hearing from immigration this month. Just trying to get an idea of how long the process will take. Okay, James, well, it's going to take probably this month to get the NOA2, and then takes another 2 to 3 months for the MVC to contact you in however the way they contact you. And then you got to schedule your visa interview from the ready status, depending on how busy the embassy is. And I don't know which country your beneficiary is in. I can't remember. So if you told me, I apologize. But, let me know what country. And Janice 25. Hi, Diego. What's going on, Janice? What is going on in Janice's world? And Gomez Nunez Nadley. Hello, Diego. I have the approval on August 30th. We are still waiting for what follows. Okay. So August 30th, Gomez, you got your NOA2 letter, right? So September, October, November. So on November 30th, you need to send an inquiry to the MVC and ask them for status. All right. Janice 25. Remember me? I can withdraw the case. Can I withdraw the case if the visa was issued? I'm the one that got scammed. Yeah, you can withdraw the case. Sure. You can do that. All you got to do is send an email to wherever the visa's at, the embassy, MVC. Where's the case at? Send them an email and explain what happened, and then print the email, and then consider it closed. Let me see here. BYE, bye. Hi, Diego and Karina. I am like you, waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. We're all in the same boat, right? Rowing down the Rio. Janice 25. Any advice is appreciated. Janice, you got to send an email to USCIS or the MVC or the embassy, wherever your visa's at, and withdraw the case. Say, I'm done. I'm withdrawing the case. And then print the email. Identify the case number, the invoice number, whatever information you have. If you have an NOA2 number, write in your email the NOA2 number, the receipt date, and then take a picture of your NOA2 letter and upload it. If you send it to the MVC, upload a copy of your NOA2 letter and write an email to MVC and say, I'm withdrawing my case. I got scammed. However you want to say it. You got it. It's easy. Knock it out. And then print a copy of the email. You should get it come back to you in your Gmail account when you send that inquiry to the MVC saying, I want to withdraw my K1 visa. Okay. Upload a copy of the NOA2 letter. You'll get an automatic response to your Gmail account or your Hotmail account or your Yahoo account, whatever email you use. Print it and keep it in a safe place, because in the future, if you want to do another K1 visa, you got to give an explanation as to why you're on your number 2. Just like I did. Adu Otura, thank you. I really appreciate you. You put a smile on my face. Well, come on, Adu. That's the way to be. You got to smile through the process. Got to smile. Don't be down in the dumps, guys. You're going to get the visa. You qualify for the visa. You didn't make any technical mistakes in your K1 visa package. You didn't make any errors. Okay, you're going to get it. And Shannon's talking to James. Blaine Arsenal. Hello, Diego. So my fiance is here now. Good. And we're planning to get married next month. Okay. I haven't applied for anything for her like her social security number. Well, you got to have her marriage certificate. She wants to use my last name when we get married. What can I do? What do? You get married. And you put your last name on her name on the marriage certificate. Okay? So when you take your last name, you say, my beautiful wife is now Mrs. Arsenal. That goes on the marriage certificate. She has your name. Okay? Then you take the marriage certificate with the I-94 and a copy of the K1 visa and her passport and your passport, go to the Social Security Administration and say, we just got married. This is my beautiful wife, Mrs. Arsenal, from whichever country, and I need to apply for her Social Security number. It's easy. Come on now. You got it? Blaine, you know how to do it. Janice, 25, I have the proof of him cheating and intended to come get his green card and leave. Okay? You can upload that to the MVC inquiry with your email, and that's evidence that will put a block on him, and so he won't do it again. Okay? All right? You got to stop immigration fraud, okay? There's a link you can go to. You can go to Google Homeland Security immigration fraud, and they'll take you to a link where you can report him, put him on the pad, report him for immigration fraud. Okay, that covers you in the future if you meet somebody else and you want to get married on a K1 visa. This will be number 2 for you, and you can do it, but you got to have an explanation as to what happened to K1 visa number 1. And you keep all this evidence and print it. HY, hi Diego, I'm starting my new job. Okay. After a week of my fiance's interview. Okay. I was on an unemployment because I lost my job. I'm sorry. Are we going to need a joint sponsor, or would the offer letter be enough? Offer letters don't count. An offer letter does not count with immigration. They want to see your last tax return. They want to see tax returns. They want to see pay stubs and direct deposits into your bank. Offer letters don't work. Get a joint sponsor if your income isn't quite there, which is it's no problem. Get a joint sponsor and cover yourself. Okay. And then Janice 25 says, please be careful, people. That's right. Everly Anderson, I'm on my laptop right now, completing the I-485. Okay, so you're adjusting the status for your eldest. He is 18. Very good. Don't forget, you got to register him for selective service. Mandatory. I did my I-485 when you were doing the live stream yesterday. Okay, do the I-485 for your beneficiary, for your son and your kids. And because your son is 18, you have to take him to the post office and register him for selective service. That is mandatory. Okay. Even though he doesn't have his green card yet, it's okay. No problem. You still got to register him. Because when he comes to when it's his turn to apply for U.S. citizenship, he wants to become an American citizen. If he didn't register for selective service, there's going to be a huge problem, and he will be denied U.S. citizenship. So get him registered for selective service. Everly Anderson, when I'm finished with the eldest, I'm going to do the I-485 for the youngest. He is 9 years old. So he's just starting his life in America. What a wonderful opportunity for your family. Isaac, random question. Is Karina changing her last name to yours? She is. Her name will be my last name. She's taking my last name. She can't wait. She's looking forward to it. She wants to take my last name. Okay? And she's going to do it. As soon as we get married, it's going to be Karina Ross on the marriage certificate. Okay? And then it's going to be Karina Ross on the gas bill, the light bill, the trash bill, on the house, on the car title. It's going to be Karina Ross on her credit card. I'm going to get her a credit card, piggyback off mine. It's going to be Karina Ross on the water bill, on the CVS card, on the Sam's Club card. And everything's going to be Karina Ross. And then we're going to get all that evidence of her name, and we'll put it in the adjustment of status paperwork. Let's see. So Isaac, yeah, Karina's taking my last name. Blaine Arsenal, should we get married first or get the Social Security number? Get married first. Get married first. First. They won't give you a Social Security number without a marriage certificate. What if you guys decide you don't want to get married? You change your mind. She changes her mind, which is not going to happen. But immigration is going to think that. What if you change your mind? She gets a Social Security number, and then boom, she goes back to her home country. You got to get married, okay? You got to put this joint union together for the Social Security number. Jim Ganesh, hi Diego and Karina, hello from Guyana. Yes, Guyana. Always watching all of your live streams at work right now, but still tuned in. Don't get in trouble now, okay? Don't get in trouble with your persons that you work with, But if you do, if they see you, tell them you're trying to learn how to do your K-1 visa. Janice, 25. I worked so hard. Thank you, Diego. Janice, 25. It didn't work out. Flush it. It's gone. Push it out of your head. This is my second K-1 visa. Number 2. First one cost me a fortune. Visa fees for K-1. Visa fees for spousal. Sending her money every month so she's supported properly. Plane tickets, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then I had to pay for the adjustment of status. Then I had to pay for this and pay for that. And the vaccinations. Okay, that was my first one. It was it didn't work out. That's okay. It cost me a fortune. It probably cost me $60,000 plus. Okay, and all that money's gone. But I can make more money. And I found a beautiful Karina. Okay, I'm not going to be a victim out of this. I'm going to be a victor. And Janice, you're going to be a victor too. You'll find somebody else. So don't be down in the dumps. Just be glad it happened now. Be happy it happened right now, where it didn't cost you all this money and all this time. You almost got caught in a big trap, but you didn't. And now you're good. You got rid of the problem. Now you can find a new person, get it, flush it, move on, move ahead. Okay? Don't look back. Don't look back. Look through the windshield of your beautiful Ferrari. Don't look in the side mirrors. Blaine, I'm getting anxious about changing her last name before applying for a green card. Why? That's the process. That's how you do it. Paya is looking for Raj. Sergio E. Leon. Hi, Diego. Do you recommend my fiance getting the vaccines before the medical? Absolutely, I do. Maybe it's cheaper than that way. Absolutely, it is. You're right. Get it done. Get the vaccinations done in our home country. I've got Karina's vaccinations already done. Well, she had to go through the process of getting injected in the arm with all those whatever. She had to do it. When I was in the Navy, I got my vaccinations when I went through boot camp. Boom, 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 boom. Oh man, I was in pain for a week, But it had to be done, and it cost me $400. If I got Karina's vaccinations done here, it would have cost me $1,200, $1,300. It would have cost me a lot of money. So don't be scared. Okay, when you apply for the green card when she applies, you need to have her last name on the adjustment of status paperwork. Okay, and then she'll get her green card with her name on it with your last name. It will be Mrs. Arsenal. And then when you apply for U.S. citizenship for her in 3 years, there's not going to be any name changing, no problems with immigration, no more paperwork to fill out. But well, there'll be paperwork to fill out, but it won't be complicated. If you wait until listen, when Karina applies for her green card, I'll help her with it. She's going to be Karina Ross on that paperwork, I-865. Okay, the I-864. It's going to be Karina Ross. Her name, Karina Ross, is going to be everywhere. And then I'm going to put all that into a package and send it to immigration for her green card. Okay, you're good. Blaine, thank you, my friend. You got it. Blaine, relax, calm. Relaja, por favor. No preocupación. Don't worry. Okay? It is much better paperwork-wise to get married, take your last name, and apply for the green card with your last name. It's so much easier because in the future, when she applies for citizenship, okay, it's so much easier to get it done because there's no extra paperwork. Immigration is not going to say, why didn't you change your name? Why did you keep your last name from wherever? And you say you're scared to mess up applying for the green card? No, it's not going to be a mistake. Paya, I am listening, Mr. Diego. Las Barreras, good morning. After the welcome letter from MVC, how long do you think embassy from Juarez get the next step for I-129F? Well, it depends on how busy the embassy is. You talking Ciudad Juarez in Mexico on the border there with Texas? Or is that what you're talking about? It depends how busy they are. Guy, what's the next step? The next step is you have to wait for your ready status from the embassy, the consulate. Guy Trainer, good afternoon. How far out does Santo Domingo Embassy schedule K-1 visa interviews? Honestly, I don't know. That's a good question. Santo Domingo, I would say they schedule them until they keep filling up and filling up and filling up. And then as some people sometimes will cancel. I want to change my day. I canceled my K-1 visa. I canceled my spousal visa. I'm going to move to this country. You got to keep looking and see what happens. Things happen. Life is a fluid. It's not set in stone. HY, I made it good enough last year. I have my 1040 tax transcript, W-2, pay stubs for my last job, bank statements, good. I was wondering if the job offer letter to be enough to let them know I will have a job. No, a job offer letter is not taken by immigration. They say it's not worth the paper it's written on. They won't accept it. They'll put it in the shredder, and they'll ask you for your joint sponsor. If you didn't make enough money in 2022, and that's okay, things happen, life happens, get a joint sponsor. If you go there without a joint sponsor, with just a letter from a boss with an offer, okay, immigration is going to say, I need your joint sponsor. They're going to put you in a 221G hold, administrative hold. Then you're going to have to go find a joint sponsor, do the paperwork, blah, 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 and then send it to your beneficiary. Don't do that. Get a joint sponsor. Take that letter of offer, okay, and put it somewhere other than your immigration package because it doesn't count. You got to believe me. You got to trust my word, okay? It doesn't count. Furious Ramp. Immigration want to see direct deposits, pay stubs, tax returns, bank statements. They don't want to see offer letters. Furious Ram. Hello, Diego. Our case was escalated. Do you think my fiance will be here by November? Ready status only, no welcome letter. Probably not. I don't think so. Probably end of December. Las Barrias. I applied for my boyfriend. Do I need to change my last name? When you don't have to. Okay, so we have a female sponsor applied for a male beneficiary to come to the United States of America. And the question is, do I change my last name to my boyfriend's last name? You don't have to, no. Not required. Big Mitch, super chat from Mountain Dew. Thank you, Big Mitch. You are a patriot. And I'm down to 3 Mountain Dews in the fridge, and I got half of those 2-gallon liters of milk left. So I'm good until tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to have to go to Walmart, which is right down the street, and I will be able to stock up. Thank you, Big Mitch, for that super chat. And last Barreras, you don't have to change your last name to your now soon-to-be husband's last name. If you want to, you can. I mean, there's no problem doing that. It's up to you. You know, it's not going to hurt you, but then you're going to have to go do whatever you're going to have to go in and change all your paperwork. I don't know. Your passport, your social security number, card. You'd have to change all your paperwork and then call the bank and then call this and. Michael Lang. Hi, Diego. Congratulations on ready status for you and Karina. Thanks, Michael. And I figure in about 2 weeks from yesterday, I will hear from Bogota, Colombia. And I figure a week after that, maybe 2 weeks after that, I'll be in Colombia. And I'll do the live stream from Bogota. And Karina will be sitting next to me. Las Barreras, yes, Ciudad Juarez. Ciudad Juarez is near Fort Bliss. That's the embassy on the border there in Mexico with Texas. It's near Fort Bliss. And Mexico's busy. Mexico, the Philippines, although the Philippines are knocking out visas pretty good. Colombia's busy. Colombia is slow. Well, they're not slow. They just got a lot of work. They got a lot of visas they're processing. And I'm not talking tourists. I'm talking I'm talking spousal and K1s. They're busy. So I'll give them a couple of months, Las Barreras. Just be patient. You'll get it done. Okay. Paya India. Can you elaborate how arrests are looked at by the consular level at interview? My fiance does not have any conviction. We have all papers. It was just a dispute. As long as he told immigration about it in his I-129F, okay? I mean, as long as it wasn't a felony, where he beat up his next door neighbor's wife or kid or was abusing dogs and cats, if you are in domestic violence with women and children and pets, that's a big flag to immigration. And you're going to have to hire an immigration attorney just to see if you qualify for the visa. Okay, that's when you bring in an immigration attorney. If you have domestic violence felony charges, that's been, closed out and everything's done. It was 5-10 years ago. You need to have an immigration attorney look at your charges and see if you qualify for the visa. Okay, so I don't think it's going to be a problem as long as it wasn't felony domestic violence against anybody, especially kids. Blaine Arsenal, do you know how long the process is for getting a green card? It depends where you live in the United States. I live in Florida. I got to send my green card information Karina mailed it to Chicago. If you live in Nevada or in California, somewhere like that, you have to mail it to Arizona. Then it depends on how busy they are. Predicting timeframes, it could be 6 to 8 months, 12 months. I would say 8 months would be the average wait time. So take care of your beneficiary when she gets here, when he gets here. Take care of her. Get her on your medical insurance. Take her and show her around the barrio. Show her where you live. This is where this is where you get your hair done. This is where you get your nails done. This is Walmart. This is Publix. This is Kmart. This is Piggly Wiggly. This is Whataburger. This is where the closest McDonald's is. Get in your car and keep busy and show him or her around where you live. And then take her for a tour of where the hospital is, where you'd go for your medical treatment, where the pharmacy is, the CVS. Get her accustomed to where you live, and then wait out the time for the green card. Michael Lang, just wanted to give you an update on myself and Josephine. Okay. She's been with me in country for 2.5 weeks now. Good. Now trying to slowly adjust. LOL. On October 24th, we will be getting married at the magistrate. Good job, Michael. Now, make sure you show her around where you live. I don't know what state you live in, but teach her does she know how to drive a car? Can she drive a car? If not, you need to get her in there and take the driver's test or the written test for the signs at least. Get that step done. And then put that in your adjustment of status paperwork. Here she took her driver's test exam. She's qualified for the driver's license, but we're going to have to wait. And have you got her social security number? Get that if you can. Oh no, you got to have the marriage certificate to do that. Correction. Sorry, I stand corrected. But get as much stuff as you've done now for her to help her. Big Mitch, thank you again for that super chat, man. Kaney PTTV. Hello, Diego. I'm new to this channel. Well, welcome. Everybody, welcome PTTV to the channel. This is your channel. Okay, this is for you. I'm new to the channel. May I ask a question? You can, absolutely. Can we apply for a social security number right after my fiance and I get married? Yes, you can. Or we have to wait until we apply the I-485. Okay, you do it two ways. PTTV. You get your K1 visa, make a copy of it, photocopy, get your passport, get a copy of your marriage certificate, your I-94. You must have your form I-94, which is your arrival and departure form. I-94. Get that and your sponsor with his or American passport and go to the Social Security office and see if you can get your Social Security number then. Okay? It depends on which state you live in. I mean, it's a federal government funded, controlled process. But go and see if you can get it early. But you got to be married first. And another way to do it is to apply for it on your I-865, your adjustment of status. They'll ask you a question. Do you want us to apply for your Social Security card? You say yes. You put a little X, yes. Then they ask you, do we have permission to give your information to the Social Security Administration to process your Social Security card? You put a little X in the box, yes. And then when you mail your green card off, when you adjust your status for your green card, immigration will process your Social Security card for you. So you don't have to do it. Saves you a trip to the Social Security office, right? But if you want to get it sooner rather than later, do it yourself. Kamajet Kaul, hi Diego. I booked my appointment today. I knew you could do it. I told you could do it. All you got to do is keep looking and looking and looking. Andres Dominguez, hi Diego. Did you receive the instructions from Bogota Embassy yet already? Not yet. They sent me an email. I emailed them. I said, hey, greetings and salutations. I wrote it in Spanish and English. So that way, I'm being respectful to the country. I said, this is Diego. I'm checking in. I got my ready status from the NBC. This is Karina's passport number. This is Karina's date of birth. This is Karina's case number. This is Karina's invoice number. This is Karina's, name, full name. And I'm the petitioner, my full name. I signed off my full name, petitioner. Because if you don't tell them you're the petitioner, then they'll ignore your email. And I said, hey, I'm checking in. I got the ready status. What do I do? 2 days later, the U.S. Embassy in Bogota sent me an email. I got it right here, and I printed it and saved it. Save all your evidence. And they said, Diego, in about a week to 2 weeks, something like that, we will send you a packet of information to process your K1 visa. We'll give you directions. So I'm figuring in the next week or two, I'm going to get that email from Bogota. Tony Gamble, when does the time clock start for the interview? Wait time. Is it when the embassy receives your DS-160 form and you pay your fee? You're in Lagos, Nigeria. When does the time clock start for interview wait time? Well, that's a good question. When you pay your visa fee is when the time starts. When they take the money from your bank account, that day, that time is when it starts. LH, great advice. Okay. I plan on doing exactly what you said. You will have success if you listen to me. Showing her around the city, different stores, making sure she's busy to help with the wait on the green card. Do it. Teach her how to drive a car. Show her where Walmart is. Try to, get her familiar with Walmart so she knows where all the different foods are. Over here is Latino food. Over here is Asian food. Take her to Publix. Take her into Walgreens. Show her around the CVS. You got to get your beneficiary acclimatized and adjusted to life in the United States of America. You want her thinking or him thinking, oh, I got to get some milk. I'm going to go to Publix or Walmart. Or we got a choice here, Walmart, Publix, or Winn-Dixie. Get your fiance, now your husband or wife, acclimatized into life in the USA. PTTV, thank you very much, sir. You good? Melba Carrasquillo, I've been waiting for an appointment to be available in the Dominican Republic for 3 weeks now, after my ready status. Keep looking. Keep looking, keep looking, keep looking. I'm going to be in the same boat. Bogota, Colombia is going to send me an email in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, and they're going to say, okay, go ahead and schedule your visa interview. Pay the fee, do the DS-160, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to have to look every day for a date that's available, okay? The first thing you do is submit the DS-160. Immigration gets it. You print the confirmation page. Karina and I will do that together. Then you pay the visa fee. That's when the time starts for the interview time, wait time. Then I'm going to have to look for an available date. It could be November. It could be December. It could be January. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that from Bogota, Colombia. Hopefully the internet doesn't go out. Now that would be a big problem, right? If I lost internet for a month, but probably not. That's probably not going to happen, but it could. That's why I'm here right now in Florida, because I'm doing everything here from Florida because I got internet, I've got electricity, the power doesn't go out, there's no hurricane, so we're good. Let me see. Melba Carrasquillo for 3 weeks. Yeah, be patient, okay? Be happy, be glad you are at the ready status. There are lots and lots of people. There are 60,000 people, 80,000 people who have just submitted their K-1 visas to the Louisville, Texas lockbox. At least 60,000 people. They just started the process. You are at the ready status. You just got to hang in there for that last little part of the marathon, right? Just a little bit more to go. Don't throw in the towel. Don't give up. Don't get tired. Don't be stressing it. You are right there. You can see the finish line. You can see it. You just got to keep jogging. And Karina, she's going to run a 10K on Sunday. I told her she's out of her mind, but she said she's going to run a 10K. I'm like, okay. I said, well, I'll run a 10K too with you when I'm in Colombia, but I'll be on a skateboard or a bicycle. So I'll be bicycling it. All right. There is no way I'm going to run a 10K, but she's going to run a 10K. So I hope she doesn't throw a knee out or throw a back out, but there you go. Rules full circle. Is it the embassy that tell you when you do the medical exam? No, it's not. You got to schedule your visa interview. It is your responsibility to schedule the medical exam, Miss Beneficiary. The sponsor will help you, or you can, or your sponsor helps you to schedule the visa interview. Once you have your visa interview scheduled, then you call the doctor up and say, hey, doc, now this has got to be a doctor approved by the State Department. You can't just go to your local doctor, your family doctor. You have to go to a civil surgeon approved by the State Department, by the embassy, and say, hey, I want to schedule my medical exam. Okay. When's your visa interview? Oh, it's on this day. Okay. Bring to the medical exam your NOA2 letter, your passport, a copy of your K1 visa, 4 passport photos, your vaccination records, your previous medical history. Bring all that with you. Okay? And then you have your exam. You pay the doctor. Maybe it's in cash, efectivo. No lo sé. I don't know. Pagar en efectivo, no lo sé. It's possible. But you pay the doctor, credit card, cash, whatever. It's up to you to schedule the medical exam. Karina and I, when I get to Colombia, she's going to call the doctor up. Hey, I'm going to schedule my visa exam, medical exam. Okay. Bien, no problema. Estoy aquí para ti. Okay. Boom. She sets the day. She goes in with her vaccination records, her medical records, 4 passport photos, her not her K1 visa, her passport, a letter that's required that I have to type up with her case number on it, which I've already done. And then she'll have her exam, and then they will give Karina her medical exam back to her in a sealed envelope, and then she brings it to the visa interview. It's easy. And then when you get to the United States of America, if the Border Patrol take the medical exam away from you and it disappears into a big black hole of oblivion, guess what? You must do this. You must get another medical exam to include in your adjustment of status paperwork. Because if you don't, you're going to get an RFE looking for it. Okay? Let's see here. Marley Miller. Hey, Diego, how long does it take to get the NOA2? We started last year. You'll get it this month. Next month at the latest. Okay? Hang in there. Be patient. Stay calm. You're going to get it. Let me get rid of that real quick. Jennifer Cecito. Diego, Ayuda. Okay, I'll help you. I'm at the ready status from Colombia. I'm from Colombia. Me alegre. Ready status since Tuesday. Do you know time frame to receive the visa packet? It will be 2 to 3 weeks. Jennifer, escúchame por favor. 3 semanas, ¿entiendes? 3 semanas, paquete para ti. Correo electrónico. Okay, Jennifer? My Spanish isn't great, but it gets me by. I can survive a hostage situation if I get stuck in a hostage situation in Venezuela. I can get my way out of it with my Spanish. I'm kidding. James Van Scota, is the interview invitation letter the same as the packet from the embassy? No, it's not. It's not the same. All you got to worry about, I would say, let me rephrase that. All you got to focus on is ready status and then the packet 4 from the embassy with the directions on what to do to process your visa. That's what you got to focus on. Ready status and then the embassy contacting you with the directions. Okay, that's the bottom line. Gurvinda Saab. Hello. Kamajet. How long did the embassy take to send you instructions? I haven't got instructions yet, unless that's for somebody else. Jennifer, gracias Diego, me alegra mucho por ti y Karina también. Sí, no problema. Karina no lo sé, Karina mira esta live stream, no lo sé. Karina en Centro Bogotá hoy. Karina camina busca vestido para cansada hoy. Mucho trabajo. Pero Karina muy fuerte, caminar. Joe aquí in Florida. Okay, guys, come on. Give me some more questions. And Jennifer, you're almost there, Jennifer. Poco tiempo más, okay? Poco tiempo más. No, es muy rápido. Tiempo pasado rápido para ti. Come on, give me some questions. If you guys are done throwing questions at me, I'm going to go make some lunch. Okay? Let me see. Hey, Direct, Soldiero of Christ Fire. Hey, Diego. I haven't seen you in a while. Congratulations, you and your fiancée. That's Karina. I wanted to ask you, my wife got the original affidavit spouse support, but I'm about to get a new job. What should I do? It's not on the affidavit. Don't worry about it. Where are you in the visa process right now? Where are you? Have you filled out the affidavit of support yet? I need to know. Or have you already submitted the affidavit of support with that information of your old job? If you did, don't worry about it. The next time you're going to have to worry about it is when you lift the conditions off the 2-year green card. Unless she's already got a 10-year green card. I don't know where you're at in the process. James Van Skoda and Jennifer. Hey, I like that. Gracias, Jennifer. Me encanta. James Van Skoda. They told us in the package 3 to download the information and read the instructions. That's right. The embassy in Bogota, Colombia, and Jennifer, listen, escúchame por favor. The embassy in Bogota will send me an email and they'll tell me to download the instructions, right? It's going to be in English and probably in Spanish. And that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. And then Jennifer, you stick around and I'll help you through the process. Okay? You're in Bogota. Where do you live in Colombia? ¿Dónde tú vives in Colombia, Jennifer? ¿Dónde? Michael Lang for adjustment of status. Diego, my fiance, had her medical documents taken by the customs officer at Dallas International. However, she still has a CD with a medical on it. Does she still need to redo her medical? Yes. Yes. You got to submit a signed you got to submit to immigration a form I-693 signed in wet black ink. Got to be signed in black ink by the doctor, by the civil surgeon. If you send in your adjustment of status without that medical exam signed by a doctor, but that's approved by the immigration, you're going to get an RFE, and they're going to ask you for it. And then you're going to slow down your K1, your green card processing by 3 or 4 months. So if you don't have the medical exam, forget the CD. That doesn't mean a thing. Forget about it. Now the doctor may want to see it. You could give it to the doctor, but find a civil surgeon. Where are you in Dallas? Find a civil surgeon that can redo the medical exam, pay the doctor, have him fill out the 693 and the new vaccination document, have him sign it or her sign it, put it in a sealed envelope, and include that in your adjustment of status paperwork. If you don't, you're going to get an RFE. You got to listen to me. Everly Anderson, my 18-year-old just completed the 11th grade, well done, in Jamaica, and was admitted in high school here in the 12th grade. Well, that's good. So he's going to graduate. His high school graduation will be fantastic. He'll have a fantastic experience and get his high school diploma from a high school in the United States of America. That's great. Congratulations. Hedrex, yes, I filled out and gave it to my wife in Ethiopia. In the process, my wife about to do her interview. Just leave it. Let it go. Let it go. When she gets to the United States, you can change all that on the adjustment of status on the I-865, okay? And the I-864. For right now, don't try to change anything. Just let it go like it is. Change it when she gets to the USA. Rules full circle. Is 3 years tax returns enough? Yes, that's good. With no other financial documents. You got to have bank statements for 12 months. 12 months worth of bank statements or a letter from the bank saying how much money was deposited into your account for the last year. Pay stubs, 6 months. Tax transcripts, 3 years. 1040s, W-2s, 1099s. Okay, a letter from your boss saying how much money you make, where you work. You got to make your K1 visa bulletproof. Bulletproof. Jennifer, gracias Diego, en Bogotá. A mí gusta Bogotá. Yo vivo en Bogotá también. Yo vivo muy cerca Country Sur. ¿Te entiendes? Edificio 4 pisos. Mucho trabajo. Yo comprar comida con Karina en Jumbo. Oh, mucho trabajo. Arriba, caminar arriba 4 pisos. Uf. Pero bueno. Everly Anderson, my youngest, just completed the 3rd grade in Jamaica. Yep. And was admitted into elementary school in the 4th grade. Well, he's going to get to experience growing up in the United States, going through the school system. That's good. What an opportunity. That's good news. So you're working on completing the requisites form for adjustment. Okay. Jennifer, tú sabes también, so yo vive en Estados Unidos, debiera tener los records políticos. Oh, no, you don't need a police certificate, Jennifer, from the United States. Only from Colombia. Jennifer, ¿tú vives otro país o tú vives todo en Colombia? Todo en Colombia. ¿Tú vives todo en Colombia o otro país? Karina vivía en Venezuela y Colombia. Necesario 2 certificados de policía. Tú vives todo en Colombia. Tú vives todo, ¿sí? EAD, Everly Anderson. EAD to be able to work. Yes. EAD, Employment Authorization Document. Govinda Saab. Hello, Rui. Did you get instruction letter? Thanks. Can I still start the new job? Go ahead. Start the new job. You're good, Hedrex. Get it started. Go. Do it. Don't wait. Ernest Dosti. Diego, I left my previous job to go to school for my MBA. Good decision. And I just completed, but earned more than 125% from my VA and is permanent. Do I need a joint sponsor? How much money do you make over 125%? Is it $2,000? Is it $3,000 more than 125%? If you are in the window of let's say $2,500 to $3,000 above 125%, you're good. If you're right on the line, or just $100 or $500 over 125%, get a joint sponsor. Govinda Saab. Hello, Diego. It's been over 15 days since the case show is ready. Okay. Not yet. You got to wait more. You got to keep waiting. Be patient, my friend. Francois Livingston. Diego, you have any advice for me and my fiance knowing our current wait? Yeah. You continue to wait. It's bien. It's good. Francois, you have got this right now. You messed up the first time around. Well, you were technically challenged on the paperwork, but you fixed it. You joined the channel. You got on the YouTube channel right here, the place to be for real knowledge and real help for free. And I helped you fix the problems, right? Now you got to wait. Jennifer, okay. Solo viví 2 años en Estados Unidos y ahora estoy en Colombia. Okay, you don't need a police certificate from the United States, Jennifer. You're good. No necesario certificado de policía con Estados Unidos. No necesario. Relaja. Colombia, sí. Colombia, sí. No necesario. Relaja. Relaja, Jennifer. Tú bien. Policía en Estados Unidos. Entiendo, tú vives aquí 2 años. Policía, mira, busca tu información. No problema. Entiendo? ¿Tú bien? Bien? Jennifer. Hedrex, thank you, Diego. You've been a blessing. God bless your union. Well, that we appreciate very much. Karina is my soulmate. Okay? I could not have found a better person than Karina to be my eternal companion. Eternidad. Siempre mi esposa. You know, she's such a good person. She's a hard worker. She is not afraid of hard work. You come to the United States of America, if you're not afraid of hard work, if you're not afraid of getting your hands dirty, you'll be a millionaire. Jennifer, you'll be a millionaire. Just go to work. You just got to work. And avoid the naysayers. You're going to get people that are going to tell you, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. No, that's impossible. That's impossible. Ignore them. If somebody tells you you can't do something, go ahead and do it. And say, hey, look what I did. Okay? Right? Jennifer, Hang in there, Jennifer. And I'm glad. It's good that you can speak English, Jennifer. Es muy bueno tú entiendes inglés. It's very good that you can understand English. It's going to help you very much when you get here to the USA. Being able to speak Spanish and English, and being from Colombia, okay, you're gonna be just fine when you get here. Ernest Dosti, more than 15K. What? How do you mean more than 15K? So you're $15,000 above 125%. Is that what you're telling me? Then you're good. You don't need a joint sponsor. If you are $15,000 per year, Jennifer, see, yeah, Jennifer, it is good. Ernest, you're good. You don't need a joint sponsor. Jennifer, the fact that you can speak English and write in English is going to be such a huge benefit to you when you get here. And it's going to help you at the visa interview too. Because the biggest question that immigration is going to ask you, probably the most important question immigration is going to ask you at the visa interview in Bogota, Colombia, is how do you communicate with your sponsor? Well, you can reply back, well, I communicate in English because I can speak English. Boom. That's probably the most important question you'll get. They're going to ask Karina, how do you communicate with Diego? Do you speak English? Tu hablamos inglés. Karina's going to say, no, yo no hablo inglés. Pero mi prometido, Diego, hablo español. She's going to say, I don't speak English, but Diego can speak Spanish. Communication problem is no problem. Boom. K1 visa and the passport. Okay, guys, I've been talking for an hour. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to make some lunch. I'm hungry, guys. Okay? And I'll be back on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. 8 p.m. Miami time. 6 p.m. Mountain Time, like if you're in New Mexico. And then 5 p.m. if you're in California. And Hannah gets the last word. Hi, Diego. Regarding the police certificate, my fiance worked before, long time in a country, more than 2 years, and now he has his home country. But he doesn't have and could not get it. What country? Okay, Hannah, before I go, I'm going to answer this question because it's very important. What country is your beneficiary having a difficult time getting a police certificate from? What country? And I'll tell you whether it's a problem or not. I'll wait for you. Everly, appreciated you, Diego. Okay, don't worry, Hannah, Saudi Arabia. Don't worry about it. Saudi Arabia, unless you are in Saudi Arabia, you cannot get a police certificate from Saudi Arabia unless you are in that country. Okay? If he's not in Saudi Arabia, he can't get the police certificate. Don't worry about it. You get a waiver. You're going to be fine. But with that, I'm going to go make a sandwich, guys. And thank you for the super chats, everybody. You are appreciated, everybody. And my friend Jennifer, you have a good day and enjoy and go eat some arepas for me. Okay?